You wanna smell that?
I'm good.
It's purple. I love purple.
Oh!
You ain't never gonna find my That's one bed you not gonna find the money.
What the? Ooh. Just. Ouch. Gonna pretend I didn't see that. Ooh. Wow, pre-rusted. That's awesome. It was a backfire. Alright, everyone. In this video, we're going to be doing a little bit of work over a little bit of time. I don't know how much time, but until the Blazer is roadworthy. I've been cutting and welding, making an exhaust system. Basically, I cut the old muffler off, made a jog over muffler and dump, which I'll show you guys here in a second. And I'm actually going to mount it on the Blazer here in a few minutes. And after that, we got the new intake tube to put on it. It's going to be a ram air intake because it was actually cheaper to go aftermarket than finding another factory one that possibly might still be broken. So there's going to be that. There's going to be putting probably some ATF in the transmission. And I know I need to do at least one brake caliper, but I'm going to go through the entire front brakes. And then I need to figure out where the brakes are actually leaking up front. After that, other than a radio, I think that's it. And then I can drive it. I'm excited. So I just finished welding it up a little bit. Set my phone up here. So we got where we attached to the factory exhaust system. Jogs over so I can get away from the drive shaft. Some welds are bad. So in here, so this is 2-inch inlet or inlet outlet. This is off the Blazer. This is off my white truck. This is 2 1/4, so that almost lines up perfectly, but a hair taller on this. So I took a piece of this, cut it, slip it into here, welded it, slip it in here, welded it, and welded the weld together. That's why it kind of looks like that. And then I have this super schwanky turn down, a little warm. That one came out pretty nice. That was the first weld, and that was the last weld. I do need to put a hanger on it, so I need to get underneath of it, take the old rubber piece off with the new rubber piece on with the hanger piece itself. And I'm just going to weld it to the face of the muffler. Actually, I think it's on this side. They're ugly, especially that top one. I'm sure that tack over there is not looking too hot either, but I mean, I feel like that should. Hey! It actually, from my perspective right now, it looks pretty flat. Now I gotta pull it back up on here where I want it. Ooh, nice stainless tube. Bag of something. And a box of something. I'm assuming these are instructions at the very bottom of the box. We don't need those. Not exactly sure where they want me to mount it, but we'll figure it out. There's not any tabs on it for it to mount to anything. So I'm assuming it would need welded. I'm going to slip this clamp on there now. For this, you really want a precise tool. Okay. Okay. That's not working. A jigsaw probably would have been better, but make do with a box cutter, I guess. Hey, that works. Clean her up a little bit here. There we go. Not a whole lot of pressure, and just kind of lightly dig into it and let the knife do most of the work. And Bob's your uncle, dog. Cool. Okay, so now we can back this mug up off of that alternator. Okay, I need to open her up a little bit more than that. This won't really affect the cooling either, because you're not destroying the primary part of the shroud. Let's see if he's fine doing this. Nice. Back this up a little bit more. Make sure the fan's not gonna hit. Nope, shouldn't. Because it can't go down far enough to touch it. So that is perfect. Got enough room between that. Okay. Very cool. Now this can hit that pulley still. So realistically I need to grab something to grab around here and pull up or push off. Which I also need to hook this guy up here. Cool. I got it on. Not the prettiest thing ever. It's probably going to suck in more air, but that's fine. That is so tight. I don't like that at all. And it's pulling it against the alternator again. This zip tie is probably not going to hold up, but it's fine. Okay, I got room in between there. Fan still has clearance. We have clearance.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
So with the exhaust buttoned up on the Blazer and the new intake tube put on, I'm going to switch gears a little bit and put on the new sway bar links and sway bar bushings on the front. I got a little bit of extra time to kill today before I got to be in the work at 6:30 in the morning tomorrow. So hopefully I'm able to get it done and still have a little bit extra time just to mess around. Hopefully it runs good. Hells yeah, Doug. Holy tubular, bro. Now that everything's hot, but the land underneath it. So instead of making you guys watch all the bullcrap I had to go through with rounding off the nuts and bolts, I'm just going to show you the cutting off process and installing. Yeah, that was totally not fun. Alright, after some monkeying around, this is not the way to do it. So, let me get up, roll over here. The correct way to do it is like this. So, you got your bolt. Oh, the bolt goes all the way through. Washer, bushing, sway bar, bushing, washer, small spacer, washer, bushing, the mount on the control arm, bushing, and this top nut is actually, I gotta get back up here, this guy. And the bushing slides on here, and the other bushing kind of slides up in there, and I guess at some point if you tighten it down, this will hit the washer underneath of it or whatever. But you just hold this with a pair of channel locks and buzz it on with the impact or ratchet. That took entirely too long to figure out, but I'm glad I did. And while I was here, I went ahead and replaced this sway bar bushing there. That one I still got to do, but I'm going to drop it and disconnect that and do it the right way. Also on these, I put a little Valvoline red high temp grease on the inside of that and on that. I was told you can do it on the outside there. You don't have to. At least do it on the inside to not squeak when you know, start flexing on it or whatever, you know. And to help get the sway bar in place, I pushed it up with the jack because that did not want to push up by hand and bolt in. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. All right, with new links and bar bushings, now I can move to a different part to work on this good old beautiful vehicle that this is. And probably gonna paint the wheels next, because why not? Well, after 3 days of trying to get the wheels painted, nothing wanted to stick to it no matter what I did. So instead of watching all that abomination going on, we're just gonna go ahead and wash the Blazer because it really needs it. Quit. Yeah, there you go. You f***ing quit your misfiring, bud. Oh. It feels better already now that I put a proper amount of trans fluid in it. These new tires feel a lot nicer than the ones I had before. Alright. Yeah, it still wants to... Oh, there we go. You're not even misfiring right now. You're running fine. You're just temperamental, are you? Holy shit. Goddamn! Alright, let's wash it. Fucking hate that door. your bets? Is it gonna do a burnout? Yes or no? No? Well, let's snap an axle.
Will you blow it up? Probably.
You what?
Will you blow it up? Probably.
Yay, time to do the brakes. Yeah, now I got something to sit on. Wow.
Wow.
Bunch of dead crap in there. Okay. So what do we got going on here? So far not so good, because this does not look the same as, this is a newer looking caliper. But yeah, that boot's cracked on the back. That hose does not look right. So let me go grab it and double check it. It does. I'm just kind of dumb. So thankfully these are the same size. Oh, it was the same size earlier. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Same size as the one that fits my truck, my white pickup. If you guys are familiar with that, you know what I'm talking about. So I don't have to worry about making sure if I have the right size or not, because it's the same. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now it's just this guy here. Heck yeah. I was thinking about getting the rotors turned instead of getting new ones. But the closest place to me that turns rotors, their machine's actually down. That's not working, that's just beating up my tools. That's fine. I'll just pull this one all the way out, I guess. Hey, I'm going the wrong way. Just pull that all the way out and... Hey, there's still grease on the threads of that. Just gonna tap it back and forth on the ground. There we go. Put the universal back on here. I'm glad I have more room than on my pickup for the impact and whatnot. Just because it was a pain in the butt. I had, like, when I did the caliper on my truck, it was like this, you know, or I don't know if you've seen that or not. It was like that, almost, more like that. And yeah, not a fun time, not fun at all. Okay, before I take this bottom pin all the way out, let's see, that's bolted right here with a nut and bolt. That's awesome. Take this bolt off and hopefully separate it here. Tube nut looks newer, so they probably replaced the caliper and hose, because it honestly doesn't look bad. But since I already got it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it just as preventative maintenance, I guess, because this looks relatively new and this ain't rusty. Looks like they put a little bit of new hard line on it too, which is, the hard line is leaking somewhere. So, yay. Oh, oops. That rusted clip ain't clipping very much. So now this should slide out here. Okay. Oh, glad I got new pads. That one's cracked. This one's cracked a little bit there. I mean, pad material wise, they look okay. You know, one of those, yeah, it's almost due. All right, just gonna turn my rotors real quick. Oh. Really good for the lungs to breathe it in. Really good for the eyes too. Don't ask me what I'm making a YouTube video. Oh, brand used. For most part, this is just for jokes. I did actually put a new rotor on it later on. It was just the next day. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker, I may be until you find my shoes under your mama's bed. Don't call me a motherfucker.
Motherfucker, you're the favorite child, so you might as well be.
You ain't ever gonna find my shoes under your mama's bed. That's one bed you not gonna find them under.
Woo! I lost my
Where would that be?
with the other Allen keys. Top deck. So you know that drive I was using, right? Is there a 3/8 in there? I know there's a 3/8 on top with the T handles. Oh, well, that's all I need, 3/8. Oh, I found it. The bit I was just using on the impact and the universal, I pulled it and went. Yeah. I want to tighten it by hand, not with the impact. I'm just using the impact to speed up the process. Thank you, sir. Thank you, coming in. You want to smell that?
Nope. I'm good.
It's purple. I love purple. Hey guys, bad YouTuber on the other side. I realized I could have just yanked that rotor off. So I'll fix that another day. Alright, so one thing about this, the bumper is not straight. I want to fix that, but before I do that, this guy right here, this transmission vent deal. Oh, that's nice. I spliced in a new piece because I can't get the full thing off the transmission without dropping it. So I took a push rod from a 300 inline 6 I had, and it happened to fit in there in that tube perfectly fine. So hopefully that fixes it. If not, I'm gonna cry and just keep dumping ATF into it. Yeah, let's figure out how this bumper comes off, see if we can fix what the issue is. Alright, after doing some YouTubing, gotta take off the grill. There's whatever size this is, T50, Torx 350, whatever. Now I can't get it to go back in the socket. There we go. There's that one there, and on both sides below them there's those. Then there is the crossbars that you also got to get. This little 3/8 breaker bar is pretty cool because it locks in 3 positions and it's an extension. I don't know where that went. A few beats rolls later. I think I see why they said I have to undo that too. Or just loosen one. There we go. There we go. On something over here. Here we go. Hell yeah. Cool. So this side had that, which is right there. This side does not. I wonder if that is part of our alignment issue. Ooh. Yeah, we're just, ouch, gonna pretend I didn't see that. Ooh. Yeah. Nice. Maybe we just, yeah, we'll just pretend we didn't see any of that rust. It'll be fine. As for the bumper, peering over it, it looks fairly straight. So maybe I can adjust on these guys the tiltage. And that front vanity plate holder can come off. Looks like these screws are already on their way out. There's that guy and that guy. Which I have to put those bolts back in. So, nice. So I set it back on the Blazer, and this side here is a 1/4 inch lower, and I feel like it's got something to do with this and that little plate, because this side doesn't have that plate. But it's got the striker. Oh, there's the plate. But with the plate off, I'm able to suck that up. So, I'm thinking, remove that plate on that, and I can snug everything up. Oh, one thing I gotta check is the grill. Like how much distance between the headlight and grill. Let me measure that real quick. So with that closed up, I got about 2 inches there, and that grill is about 1.5 inches. So that should be plenty of space. Obviously this is not on, but I think taking that off, because this will hold itself, and if it doesn't, they make screws. So I think that's going to be the plan. Take that off, we'll zip it back on and see what it looks like. It's like a rubber. So hell yeah. And I'll hold on to these in case I actually need them. I have a feeling I don't, so hit some over here, get the tire. Bam, son. To be honest, if this hangs down a little bit, I really don't care. As long as I don't hear it doing that, which I probably will. I mostly just want it to level out that way. This way, I could care less, honestly. But once these are snugged down here, most of that plate's gonna be gone. Wrong. So that. This amount here. Guess what? Gotta undo the bottom one a little bit too. We'll actually want to play out of it. Oh well. Ain't stirred. Make sure we're in reverse now. Hooray! Oh, that's upside down. That's why. right. Not everything quite lines up perfectly, but it is a hell of a lot nicer than what it was. Need to get a new grill, headlights. Could clean that one, but this one's broken. I think new grill and headlights. Paint the bumper black, that lower section black. It'll work out great. Drill a hole and put a zip tie here. Same thing on the other side. Just realized I need to put those parking lights back in. But that was a hell of a lot nicer than what it was. Now I can start doing like the brush guard. That'll be pretty cool. Well, this video started about a month ago, or actually 2 months ago, because I started recording the day I uploaded the last video, the first video of the Blazer. Anyways, so today I'm going to be making the brush guard. I've hinted at it a little bit. By hinted, I mean I think I just said it. But either way, I got to figure out how I'm going to mount it. Once I figure out how I mount it, I'm going to figure out how to build it. I have a general idea in my head. I don't know if I can necessarily bring that same image in my head to reality, but I'm going to give it my best try. So let's get underneath of it, see what we can figure out or how to mount it. Okay, so here I have a piece of 2x2 by 1/8 inch thick angle. I want to try and keep the tow hooks in the factory location. So hugging this side of the frame won't work. This side of the frame is pretty much lined up right here on this. It's kind of hard to see, but I think if I cut this out open a little bit, I can essentially hug the frame like that, and then this piece that sticks out, I can, you know, some kind of angle cut, and then this will mount up to the brush guard. So I need to figure out how to open this guy up. It looks like it's threaded into the hooks, or the bolts are threaded into the hooks, so I should be able to take those out to get a little more access if needed. Yeah, I think I'll try that. I think I'm going to try and take this out to get a little bit more room so I can try and just clean up a little bit of this. By clean up, I mean cut out. So just from cutting this section out, that's what we're left with. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. I wish this didn't come to a point there. But the question is, it's almost enough to fit that in there. Which I will have to notch for that guy, which is fine. So I need to come more aggressive, so I'll probably follow this flat line here, and I'll try and taper it in there, and maybe I can clean up that corner as well. Okay, so it's not as beautiful as I wanted it to. I guess that's what I get for trying to work with angle iron. I'm trying to line it up to where you guys can see. Now keep in mind this side here needs to get lowered to clear, but just to line it up enough, there's a bit of space around there, right? It's hitting on the top there, but it'll get clearanced when I cut the angle iron. But yeah, so basically I'm gonna hug here. There's a couple of bolt holes here, there and there for the splash guard that goes here. I do want to put it back on or build one out of signs to replace it, but for now, brush guard. Okay, so you guys see me trim this one up. I got this one all trimmed up. I had to trim a little bit more off this one than the other side, but they will both work. And so to clear for those one bracket things, basically I gotta cut this 2-inch piece in half off one side, so that's fine. So I got some markings on here every inch. I'm about to grab my speed square and just draw a straight line. I'm actually going to use the Sawzall on it instead of the angle grinder. Just make it go quicker and try to get a straighter line. I do have the flap disc on there because I do have a feeling I probably will have to, you know, straighten some sections out. But other than that, I'm gonna get this side done, do the other side. I'm only gonna film this side though, because I don't feel like you guys want to sit here and watch me cut the same piece of metal basically twice. I was thinking about veering off here because I really only need it to be that for like 11 inches. Not even really. I just need like, let's see, towards the front would be about here. I only need like this section cut in, but it's fine. I'll just go ahead and do the whole thing. That way I'm not wiggling it in there. I can just slip it straight in. But I was thinking about angling it here to get more weldable area there, but yeah, it'll be fine because I'm gonna have to end up bending it up, I think, to properly, I think it was, yeah, it's this one I was holding up. To get this to where I want, there's a bit of a gap, so I'm gonna have to angle that bracket up or stack a lot of material on it. And I don't want to stack a lot of material on it, so having that little curve out there is gonna make it harder to bend, but I'll make it work. So, stick you guys over here. That is taking a while with that dull ass blade. Let's swap those out.
And there was much rejoicing.
Alright, that took freaking forever to cut that. That's kind of what we're left with, is sort of a 2x1 almost. It's not the straightest. That's kind of why I wanted to use the Sawzall, because I feel like I can control that a little bit better. But this is the piece we had to clearance for. So, slide it through here. Ta-da! Wow!
Wow!
Now, these are the bolt holes I still need to cut open. Those will be off towards the side, so I don't have to worry about those. So basically, I'm going to measure, figure out where those holes are going to be on here, and mark them, drill out the holes on the bracket, and then yeah, I might make it adjustable, like pull forward and out, but my main idea is to butt it up against that weld there as my like starting point, I guess you could say. We're still hitting on the bumper, but honestly I don't care. If it bothers me so much, I can trim it off. Alright, so I got some marks on there. Basically I'm going to drill here, drill it to like a size or two bigger, because they do have big washers on them. And then just use the angle grinder and cut those out. And I want to keep a center section here in between the bolt holes. Otherwise, I mean, I could just hog this whole section out. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll see how it bolts up. And then after this gets bolted up, I'm going to duplicate all this on the other side. Then after that, we'll come back and start trying to figure out how much of an angle I need to bend this at to meet the primary sides of the brush guard. All right, a couple hours later, there was a big washer here that I ground down on both sides, and both of them had this little nub. I'm leaving the caster mounts on there because I feel like it screams, yeah, this is made out of a jack. This needs welded, made a relief cut, hooked angle iron. So I'm gonna tack weld them on, start measuring my two tubes and angle iron, and go from there. Well, I guess I wasn't welding that whole time. So, starters, I, on the back side, welded some bolts in there that had washers on them. So it looks like it's bolted together, and then there's also holes I needed filled. But got some decent weld on there. The other side, not as beautiful. It's fine. You can see it's doing one of these numbers. This is going to do the same thing. It's just the way that it's angled in there because I didn't hog out the corner to make it a perfect 90. But it's fine because once I get the crossbars in place, I can just boop and be fine. Another thing is the sliding part that goes into here broke, so you're just half butt sitting in there. But I'm gonna try and get this other one hammered out. Yeah, that'll work. I really thought I was recording that first one. Evidently not. I know I didn't record the nuts because I was gonna be frustrated on it. But there's so many ants. Man, I really thought I was recording on that one. That kind of upsets me a little bit. Okay. To keep spacing away from the bumper, I'm literally just using my pinky. So that's nice. Get that so I can get my legs out of the splash zone because it was very hot. Really should put on a long sleeve for that. I always hate myself the day after welding. It's like, man, I should have put a long sleeve shirt on because I knew it was going to do that. I don't think those are horrible. They're not the most beautiful thing in the world, but I mean, they'll definitely hold. I mean, heck, I welded it a lot. Putting the brush guard in my buddy's truck, and shoot, I've stood on that thing so many times and it's held me no problem. I'm 330 pounds, believe it or not. I know I'm a big bitch. Close in this little corner here. Alright, I'm going to scoot the welder closer to me so I can get on the back side. Move you guys without dropping you. This one's not going to be that beautiful. I already know that. can tell by the way that sounded that it was not nice. But she'll hold. That's the important part. All right. Battery on my mask so it doesn't sit here and die. Okay. Now I gotta play the fun part and don't lose the freaking battery. Cause like, as far as I know, you cannot get that little tray from Harbor Freight. I mean, you could probably get your whole mask warranted, but say you got like some cool hand paintings you did on there, like pinstriping and stuff. Well, you lose all that. Now it's beginning to look like something. Yay! I did decide I'm gonna leave these on there because it really screams, hell yeah, I made this out of a fucking jack. Alright, for the crossbars, for the top and bottom, I was black iron pipe. And then for the center, the same angle iron we've been using. I am gonna do like a step up, in, down, whatever, cut in the middle, just to break it up a little bit. But I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to weld this black iron pipe. So they do have threaded ends on them. I can't take the cap off with one hand, but I'm gonna cut those ends off and see if I can weld that together and go from there. Excuse me. Wow, pre-rusted, that's awesome. Listen to that straight pipe OBS thing. Didn't think about that. But it perfectly scored it around. That's awesome. Hey boy! Perfect timing, I need a hand. Said perfect timing, I need a hand. I can't figure out how to set up the trigger lever on this bandsaw, so I gotta hold it normal, and I can't hold down the tube at the same time. As you can tell, I tried to cut it and just out here and spun.
Can I at least try my sandwich first?
Yeah. Okay. So I got the ends cut. Oh, those are not 100% 90 degree. Uh-oh. That's fine. I can jump a gap. Anyways, got the ends cleaned up. I'm sure I am able to weld this. I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's still iron, steel, whatever. Yep. I mean, threads aren't usable anymore. Yeah, threads are definitely not usable, but oh, yo, that looks so sick. How it's changing colors and that is so cool. Well, it's definitely doing the Michael Jackson lean, but let's get it finished welded.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Don't look that bad. Don't look bad there. Oh, it looks okay. Got some really nice ones. It's kind of hard to see now. No, those ones don't. Here, hang on. Let me. Yeah, those don't look horrible. They're definitely sturdy enough. Yeah. I'm still gonna solid weld the bottom bar. And I'm probably gonna lay some bead on the inside of that, just for funds. But yeah, I'm gonna solid weld that, and I'll probably come back after I cut that section out. All right. Got our old painted up, just waiting on it to dry. Now you can see that cut I was talking about. That's not so straight, as you can tell. Had a can of paint squirt everywhere as I was spraying it. It was HVT chassis roll bar paint and semi-gloss, but quickly ran out of that and switched to Rust-Oleum gloss black. So it's going to be a mixture of semi-gloss and gloss, which that's fine for now because I can take it back off, hit it with the HVT semi-gloss because that's what I used on the hood, and that's what I'm going to use on the lower section in the future of the Blazer whenever I fix the rust, like on the rockers and whatnot. At this point, that's also an if I fix it. It's gonna be a lot easier if I find like another one and cut sections out of it, like in a junkyard, just for certain spots. By certain spots, I mean one spot in particular, the rockers, I can do no problem. Part I'm talking about is this, because nowhere I see online makes this section. So if I can find one in the junkyard, I can cut that out of it. I didn't realize my paint was peeling right there. That's fine. And rockers ain't bad until you get to about here, and then that's also fixable. I can buy new ones, or I can just make my own, which I might try and make my own because I'm cheap. Clearly, because I built a brush guard out of a jack and black iron pipe and angle iron. Actually, I can't really say it's that cheap because the 8-foot stick of angle iron and the 6-foot stick of the black iron pipe was like $80 at Lowe's. Which, that's what I get for going to big box, I guess. But I don't know. I'm happy with it. I still got to mount lights on it. That, I don't know. That might be a tomorrow thing. Because I really don't feel like doing anything else once I get that installed tonight. Because I'm really excited to see what it looks like.
The next day.
Alright. So I got it all wired up. Got some tube there and some zip ties holding it. The yellow wire, signal wire. Got the light ground there. Grounds for the lights. There's a junction block here and got the main power off of. Got an inline fuse right there. Need to pull that, bring that up. So this black wire here goes down to that bolt there, part of the parking brake bracket. Yeah, this is why I got to get rid of the radio, because the key's not on, and it's, yeah. Found out this, whatever, that pops out every once in a while. Anyways, there's a switch. Same switch that about caught my buddy's truck on fire, actually. I'm just got off the phone with him. I need to go pick him up. Well, the lights are on. So. Yeah, he has 2 of these in his truck, but they shine blue. One for his radiator, one for his underglow. And yeah. The one for his radiator turned the wires in the behind it all black, and now random stuff just works and does not work. Fun.
This next section's honestly just gonna be thrown together, mostly just because it took entirely way too much time to do a few simple little tasks, so that's why it's gonna jump around a little bit, but it's fine. Just sit back and enjoy.
I don't know about you, but it looks like the output shaft seal's just leaking a little bit. So I'm gonna replace it, and that is not a very nice area to get in, so that's gonna suck. Okay. Now I got a handle. Alright, some time has passed. I got the drive shaft put back in, and one thing I fixed is, what? It closes like normal and doesn't drop like 1.5 inches when you open the door. That's wild. And it Okay, it didn't latch fully, but my leg was against it, but it shuts a lot nicer than what it did before. This is all spare of the moment. It's raining, but I just got it registered. It's missing a little bit. I gotta keep that open so I can close this. Hatch opens up every time I open the door. Got Sebastian with me. Ready to go to the gas station. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Put your seatbelt on, ho.
Seatbelts are for
Yeah, well. Tell me my seatbelt buckle don't work. There it goes. Cool.
stick it to the
That acts. It's magnetic.
No.
That actually worked pretty well. Got that hog cam in it. Okay. Alright, let's get her going, boy. Keep this motherfucker has been farting up a goddamn storm.
That one's kind of smelly.
Yeah, you think?
It's fine. Fogging up the windows.
Need to just steering wheel here. Gotta. Oh, yeah, it just shifts. Shifts good. I don't know what that popping sound was. I ain't gonna worry about it though.
I think that was a backfire.
We're gonna get to the gas station. Gas tank's dragging the ground.
I think we would know that. It'd probably turn into a ball of fire.
Yeah.
So we'd be walking home in the rain. This is not that far.
It was a backfire.
It's because it's running on straight injector cleaner.
Not straight injector cleaner. Injector cleaner is meant to be mixed with like 100 gallons of gas that's mixed with 5. It's fine. This is fine. Why are my hazards on? Okay, I'll just hold the button down.
Remember, you broke your hazard button.
I know.
Now your turn signal's on.
I need it to be on. That's where I'm going. Okay, okay. Fuck. I actually need to get a multi-function switch because it straight up just does not want to turn off. Okay. I know that's not for me, but that's just funny timing. Okay.
The gas tank on that side?
Yep. I'm far as hell away from it though. It's fine. I didn't tighten up the steering column enough apparently. Alright, we're just gonna... My blinker stays on. Stop it.
It's not going to stop because you broke the button.
I know. That sucks. Let me see if I can just Why are you How did I honk the horn through that? Bruh. Can't make this up. What the f? If I hold it down.
You're having the same issue I had.
Alright, well. Okay, well, I'm going into the gas station. Okay. Now we hope she starts up again. Okay, I'll just hold down the multi-function switch. Still gonna run like for a minute till it cycles in some actual fuel. But for now, baby, we're rolling. Oh God. I might need to look at shocks. Does not sound that good. Alright, well fuck you, buddy. Trying to signal on the last second, you asshole. Dude, look behind us. Just fucking pure smoke. Awesome. Brakes feel really good. I wonder why. Hey, it's running better already. This is so fucking awkward to drive this right now. Got my finger in the switch. Something's buzzing, you hear that? Oh, I turned that way, it's on. It's a George Arson sensor, I think. That's gonna have to stop. And let go of the switch and it's going back to... It's running good now. Gotta figure out that Or works. Nice. I don't see a ton of smoke anymore. That's good. Smells like gas. Starting to miss a little bit. That got me to 3/4 of tank. Stop missing. It's fine. Chevrolet.
Roll the winder up.
Oh yeah, I might want to do that. Now I gotta go disconnect the battery so the radio don't drain it, as well as the beautiful, fantastic, broken multi-function switch. Hazards are always on. He had to fire up his new little hot rod, little 06 Nissan Sentra. It's an interesting car, I'll give it that. But I got to hold the muffler back on it. Nice.